Join me as I take on the challenge of making the most tender, falling off the bone baby back ribs you've ever seen. Today, I'm going to share with you a foolproof recipe to achieve the most divine, mouth-watering baby back ribs that'll simply melt in your mouth. The kind that'll make your family and friends beg for more, and the best part is, it's incredibly easy to make. When it comes to cooking ribs, we've all been there struggling to get them tender, wondering why they're not falling off the bone, and dealing with a lack of flavor. It's frustrating, to say the least. You spend hours slaving away in the kitchen, only to be left with a plate of mediocre ribs that nobody's excited about. But fear not, my friends, because today we're going to tackle those common challenges head-on and create a dish that's truly show-stopping. One of the biggest mistakes people make when cooking ribs is not allowing enough time for the meat to tenderize. You see, ribs need low and slow heat to break down that tough connective tissue, and if you rush the process, you'll end up with tough, chewy meat. Another common issue is not using enough flavor, resulting in ribs that are bland and uninspiring. And let's not forget about the sauce too little, and the ribs are dry, too much, and they're overpowering. It's a delicate balance, but trust me, it's worth the effort. So, what's the secret to achieving those perfect, fall-off-the-bone ribs? Well, my friends, it's all about the technique, and I'm excited to share my tips and tricks with you. From the type of ribs to choose, to the magic of marinating, and the perfect cooking method, I've got you covered. By the end of this video, you'll be a rib cooking master, and your family will thank you for it. Moving on to the fun part, the ingredients and the cooking process. You'll need a rack of baby back ribs, some olive oil, salt, pepper, brown sugar, smoked paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, and your favorite barbecue sauce. That's it. Now, let's talk about the marinating process. I like to use a simple mixture of olive oil, salt, pepper, brown sugar, smoked paprika, garlic powder, and onion powder. It's essential to coat those ribs evenly, making sure every inch of that meat is covered in that delicious flavor. Once you've marinated your ribs, it's time to fire up your oven or grill, depending on your preference. The key to achieving tender ribs is to cook them low and slow. I like to cook mine at 275 degrees Fahrenheit for about 2.5 hours, or until they're nice and caramelized. If you're using a grill, you can cook them for about 1.5 hours on each side. The result is a beautifully tender, flavorful rack of ribs that's simply irresistible. And the moment of truth, taking those ribs out of the oven or off the grill and revealing their tender, juicy goodness. It's a beautiful sight, folks, and I'm excited to share it with you. As you can see, these ribs are literally falling off the bone, and that's exactly what you want. The meat is tender, juicy, and packed with flavor, and that's what makes all the hard work worth it. To recap, achieving perfect baby back ribs is all about the technique, the right ingredients, and the patience to let those ribs cook low and slow. It's not rocket science, and with this recipe, you'll be on your way to creating mouth-watering ribs that'll become a staple in your household. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you have a favorite rib recipe or a tip you'd like to share, please comment below. Don't forget to check out my other cooking videos for more delicious recipes, and I'll see you in the next one.